northerners are beginning to make issues out of this repatriation of this Amajiris. Zamfara warns Osun State over plans to use Amotekun to deport northern youth. Zamfara made its position known in a statement by the special advisor to the governor on public enlightenment, media and communications, Zelani Bapa, on Thursday. Zamfara state government has warned its Osun counterpart against deporting northern youth who allegedly sneaked into the southwest state. Zamfara made its position known in a statement by the special advisor to the governor on public enlightenment, media and communications, Zelani Bapa, on Thursday. Punch had on Wednesday reported that Osun raised the alarm over the large influx of northern youth, especially Zamfara indigenes, into the state. The Deputy Chief of Staff to the Governor of Osun State, Prince Ģ0Vong accused the northerners of sneaking into the state, threatening that the Osun Amotekun Corps had been notified to arrest and deport the strangers. Reacting, Bapa faulted Ģ0Vong, claiming that the Zamfara's youth were Nigerian citizens who can reside in any state. The statement reads in part, the attention of Zamfara state government was drawn to a story credited to the Deputy Chief of Staff to the Governor of Osun State, Prince Adéyanjú Abdullahi Ģ0Vong, where he alleged an influx of Zamfara indigenes into the state and described it as dangerous, as if the entrance brought in war. He also called on Osun indigenes not to panic, as the state had instructed Amotekun to fish them out and ensure that anyone escorting trucks that offload goods is turned back and escorted out of the state. Doubtlessly, the above position, as portrayed by the Deputy Chief of Staff, is not statesmanly and smacks of bad taste. Indeed, it is condescending and totally negates good practices expected of leaders in a federal setting such as Nigeria. It is therefore against federal law to instruct Amotekun to arrest all northern youth who had escaped into the state by hiding in trucks as quoted by Mr. Ģ0Vong for deportation back to their so-called state of origin. Nigeria and the world at large is facing a serious and challenging pandemic. All civilized societies are joining hands together to fight the spread of the pandemic and even extending helping hands to others. It is therefore disheartening that Osun State will take the path of isolating assumed outsiders and segregating what should be a common fight by all Nigerians. So guys, I think it's wise for people to begin to react, because now of recent we are hearing that these people who are protesting, the northern, the Kano state indigenes or Kano indigenes, they are protesting that no, there's nothing like coronavirus, this and that. And judging from what has been happening for some weeks in that state, rapid death rate that has been occurring in that state, and they have not come out to tell anybody this is exactly what is happening. They are just saying it is strange ailments. And a lot of people have been saying let there be an interstate lockdown so that it will not affect other people, because those who have been on lockdown for how many weeks, close to over a month, now they are trying to open their border, they are trying to open the economy. And those who are saying no, they don't want all of this, we know what is happening there. If there is no interstate lockdown, definitely these people will find their ways into other states. And at the end of the day, those who have observed the lockdown, it will just be exercise in futility. So all these governors should be able to look into that. I think the first person that did this thing and people really go, they spoke against it, the governor of Rivers State. But it's paying off. It's paying them. It's paying off to them. At the end of the day, a lot of states are beginning to imbibe that. So if these people are saying like that, of course they cannot even try it in Rivers State. They cannot try it. I hope the Osun people, they should know what they are doing, instead in order not to be intimidated by all this anybody can reside anywhere. If anybody can reside anywhere, then what has been happening to lockdown that the federal government place a ban or people should be on lockdown, some states should be on lockdown. Why did people not say because of a rights and whatever? This is not a matter of rights now. So if they want to accept them, good and fine. But they have the power, or they have the discretion is left to them to do whatever they want to do. But because these people are always using an excuse to just be bringing this kind of law, yes, everybody has the right to reside in every part of Nigeria. This is, at this point in time, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. But if the Osun State people, if they agree to them, good and fine. But at this point in time, everybody should know what they are doing. People should just know what they are doing, not to fall for any form of antics that will jeopardize the work that the states have been doing. I think this all other northern states that have been deporting Nigerians, what have they talked about it? They've not said anything about it. Had it been a southern and started this whole thing, it would have been a different ballgame entirely. Of course, some people who are calling themselves CSO, civil society organization, saying that the governors do not have the right to evacuate any Nigerians. But I'm sure they cannot even go and try that with Wiki. They can't try that with Wiki. They can try it with themselves, but they can't try that with Wiki. Someone says Umar Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano was the first governor to start the exercise. Why didn't you complain? Wallahi Rashi. Okay, this one is speaking there. I don't know what is speaking there. These are the points Sanusi was trying to put to the northerners, but they took it for another thing. Look at Amajiri has become a problem. Uncontrollable childbearing without parental upbringing, no education, no skills acquisition. In short, they are constituting nuisance in anywhere they reside. Please don't complain. Keep your Amajiri children in your abode. So another says it is not only the wrong time for interstate migration, mindful of the pandemic, but we must recognize that the move was started in the north by Gandolas. When Ganduje started this move, there was no complaint. For Zamfara to now complain is evidence that they are underlining the unsavory factors for this relocation from the north. They have no legitimate reasons such as offer of jobs or family reasons for this movement. I think there's a ban on interstate movements except those on essential duty. These Zamfara boys, are they above the law? Someone says, these Fulanis are just after the south. What the north started and you didn't complain, and now Osun followed. You are mad at it. Do you people have at all? Or only you people can do whatever, or you think you are the only ones that have a monopoly to do anything? Of course, they cannot try. Like I said, they can't even try it with Wiki. Let them go and try it with Wiki, whether they will succeed. Maybe they have seen Osun, Osun and all those environs. If they agree for them, they agree for them. It's that's left for them. Someone says here that I think this governor did not know what he's saying. He's permitted to sneak to another people's territory during lockdown. I thought their governor sent them for a purpose. You can't turn southwest to war front as you people have done in the north. We will soon leave Nigeria for you so that you can be claiming your nonsense in cow and goats. Sometimes I laugh at the ridiculous claim of the northern people when the wrong is right, especially when it affects their people. Government restriction is in place with the number of people that can be allowed to come in for essential services only clearly spell out. Now your people are taking undue advantage to lorry load jobless young adults to another state, and when the state voice concerned, then it becomes illegal. But when a president of a supposed multi-plural society appointed only his own section of a federal federation into government, then everything is fair. You use your own resources to promote your family hegemony in your state and then attempt to push your responsibilities to another state. Only godless people do such things. Osun State should not hesitate to return them back to sender. They are Amajiris, they should be taken care by their relatives. You give birth to children and expect others to take care of them for you. He's not allowed. It's not done at all. This is not going to be taken by people. What are our politicians' never objectives Okay, why are our politicians never objectives in their actions and judgments? When the old deportation started in Kano, even sending northern citizens to the state in the north, this Zamfara didn't see nor condemn the act. But now that the action is coming from Osun state, it can be condemned. I think this Zamfara governor doesn't uh, know why Nigeria is locked down. How can you allow your people to go out from your state to another state to allow the law on ground over coronavirus? You can't see any southerner moving from north to south or from south to north at present. Please warn your brothers. Please, Osun governor, send them back with a bulala. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this complaint by the Zamfara government. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.